What's your favorite game genre? Mine is rhythm action games like Rock Band. That's my all-time favorite game to play. So when my colleague Haifa Tabbara suggested that we do a teardown of the mobile rhythm action game Beatstar, I jumped at the chance. Here's our Mastery Path teardown of Beatstar. Make sure you stay to the end to hear about the clever way that Beatstar uses gacha boxes and social sharing to bring players back.
My name is Haifa Tabbara. I'm a game designer. I've been designing games for about 10 years, and currently I am the lead studio designer at Big Run Studios.
What we're going to do today is show you a teardown of one of the games that Haifa and her team have been taking a closer look at, called Beatstar. So Haifa and I come from two different points of view. I am more rooted as a musician, so I play rhythm action games for fun, but also to be musical.
I play them for the fun, for the challenge, for the moment.
The fundamental thing about discovery is you want to play music you like. They have social media campaigns. That's often where discovery happens, using a collect them all mechanic. Then you go to the App Store and you see, oh yeah, it's fun, colorful. Read the reviews. This is typically how people might discover this kind of game.
Some of the best games teach you how to play through play. And Beatstar does an excellent job of this, where the skills are taught to you gradually. You're able to grasp them. They introduce new ones, so you feel like you're getting better and improving while you learn how to play the game.
They have a couple of personal questions up front that gives data to the app that can help figure out what someone might like. Then it's time to choose your tutorial song. And they don't give you a huge long list. They just give you 4 songs.
Yep, they give you some limited choice, so it's not overwhelming, and picked by songs that you may have liked based on your quick, easy answers before.
Then there's introductory in-game instruction showing you how to play. That works nicely. There's very simple, engaging gameplay with a lot of room to get more complex. And then you get rewards. You get coins and you get stats. Initially, that's nice. And then you start to see what those build toward, and it gets more interesting. You have a song collection. You can start browsing it, and you see there's 6 songs you have initially. Again, limited. But then you can scroll down and see songs that are locked that you haven't gotten yet.
That gives you some aspiration. There's a lot for you to find a song that you really like and want to get that song. And they actually created a whole feature around being able to let you jump ahead and select songs that you would really want to achieve.
As you earn coins, you start to earn and unlock song cases. This is initially the primary way you add new songs to your collection. It makes it very pleasurable to add new songs, and you don't feel overwhelmed.
And not too few choices so that you are bored. It's about playing songs to earning songs, collecting songs, playing songs. So it is part of the major loop of this game, and it all ties together.
So you keep going, you earn more coins, you get your stats up, and you make progress on your journey to mastery. You're just edging into level 1, and then you see that level 1 is just the beginning of this longer journey, and all of that happens during onboarding. Then we get to habit building, where you've learned the ropes. What's new? Why are you picking up the game? Let's start with the cues and triggers.
Beatstar has some really great external triggers. One is pretty common, but it is a notification that lets you know when you have a song case that's ready to unlock, which is, hey, you have just earned fresh new content. Come in the game and play your new songs. The other way, which I find even more fascinating and worked extremely well on me, is because you're playing songs that are popularized everywhere, when you hear the song, at least when I heard the song in Spotify, I automatically thought about Beatstar. I was like, oh yeah, I played that song in Beatstar. I kind of want to go play that song again. And that happened so much that my thumbs would actually start moving in a Beatstar pattern when I heard songs that I had played in Beatstar over and over again. You hear music anywhere and it reminds you to go into their game.
As Haifa said, it's all about songs, collecting them, playing them, earning from them, unlocking new ones. The skill building feedback is where it really shines.
Just Playing the song is pleasurable and fun already, but once you complete a song, you're going to get some immediate feedback. And that feedback happens in these little stars. These stars then will go to your journey and start leveling you up. But you can see how you can master a song by collecting these stars and see where you need to go next. They start introducing more difficult movements as you begin playing, which does two things really well. It keeps the game fresh. It feels like you're growing, you're learning new skills, you're improving. The other thing it does is when you go back and replay songs that you played before, you feel like you've progressed. That song is easier for you now to play and master. So that skill building, I am improving, I'm getting better, really shines in both of these ways.
So then we get into how they get people to get more invested. This visual timeline's pretty cool.
It is really cool. And it has a lot. It has sound, it has movement, it has rewards. So moving through this, just looking at it is really exciting, but being able to see how many more stars do I need to get to the next level? How many more stars do I need to unlock my next thing? It gives you a target to shoot at, and it gives you the reason to go back and replay the game.
So it's a timeline with goodies sprinkled along it, basically. Making progress is all about unlocking new songs. And that timeline we just showed you, that's how you make progress. You unlock and you play new songs, largely. It's in some ways, a very simple game with a lot built around that. But as Haifa touched on earlier, this promotes music discovery. You unlock songs, you might think, I'll try that. And then you end up liking it. And then you end up hearing it while you're driving or at the market. And you're like, oh, yeah, I know that. And the main way that they keep unlocking songs interesting is with this gotcha box mechanic that is really worth understanding and studying. Haifa, what's a gotcha box?
Gotcha box is some sort of chest or box or crate that has a combination of items in it. You open this box and you will get something from a set of rewards. Opening something that's unknown for some variable reward is a very pleasurable and addictive gaming trait. It's almost like a slot machine. This time I open the box, it could be the jackpot. This time it could be whatever, but you just want to keep opening the box. So first I'll walk you through how you get them and what they do. You play a song and you earn beat coins. These beat coins accumulate into a record box slot. Once that slot is full, you are then rewarded with a record box. This record box is set on a timer. You can pay to speed it up, or you can wait and open it when the time expires. Once it's opened, this is usually where the prize or the reward would be delivered, but Beatstar added an additional layer with some agency that makes this just really fascinating to me. So you open this record box and you get your reward. But what they have here is that you get a choice of rewards. So you can either pick from two genres. Collecting these cards fills up a song box. And once the song box fills up, you are rewarded with a new song. And this new song allows you to play, to earn more beat coins, to open more boxes, to earn more stars, to move along your journey, to unlock the possibility of new music. That's the road to music discovery there.
Part of what's so interesting and why we decided to devote real time to breaking down this gotcha box mechanic is just the way it reinforces the core reason you're there, which is music, songs, getting new ones. It's a lot of Strum und Drang for unlocking a new song, but it's pleasurable as hell. So you can keep going and you get more and more invested. And there's many ways to get more invested.
Yes. So we've talked about that journey. You collect stars, you move forward on the journey, you get rewards as you go. This is your indicator of what your level is. How far are you in the game?
Corresponding to this.
Exactly.
And this is the level up that keeps showing you, just keep going and you'll get this reward and you'll get this music.
Yes. And this is a major motivator to get you to go back and replay songs that you have not 5-starred yet. Because if you're only 1 or 2 away, you're going to go look for that and you're going to play that song, even if it's not your favorite, because you want that star, you want to advance, you want to be able to get the reward and move forward. So a lot of times games stop at a 5-star mastery, but replayability is key, and Beatstar has another great feature here that again promotes replayability. After 5 stars, they introduce a medaling system where you can get one of 3 medals based on how well you've played this. And the difference here is that these medals are visible on your player profile. This is like a peacocking moment. This is a social show-off moment. This is a social reason. This is a mastery reason to continue playing a song after you've completely 5-starred it.
So that leads us into our summary.
So, major positive, this game is inherently fun. You can pick it up quickly. You can start playing it quickly because their onboarding is so great. Very smart monetization in this game. The way that they have their Gacha box system, their free gifts in the store, and their mechanic for if you make a mistake in the game. Just very smartly done where I don't mind spending the gems. I want to spend the gems because I'm having so much fun with this inherently fun game. Keeps you motivated with the new songs that are coming out. Being able to chase a song that you want keeps you motivated by the mastery and then the medal mastery. The learning curve, it's easy to get into the game and really, really well done skill building. What caught my attention so much to play Beatstar this much was the agency around the layering of the gacha boxes. How they took something that could really feel just like a slot machine and add some choice to it without overwhelming again, where I feel like I get to make decisions on what content I'm getting.
So what about what they did not so well? So this gets into the different kinds of players that Haifa and I are, because I come at it musically. I found that the better I got, the less musical I could be because it became very analytical about hitting something at exactly the right moment rather than getting into the groove of the music. So that was a negative for me. Now, for you, not so much, right, Haifa?
No, I'm not very musically inclined when I play, so I didn't notice. I was there for tapping the keys and doing the motions when I needed to.
And then the double-edged sword of in-song monetization. What they do is if you miss something at a certain point and you're like 3/4 of the way through the song, it slows down and says, oh, if you want to go on, you need to spend a little money, a little of these in-game gems. And you can just stop and get whatever rating you have, but you could keep going and get a higher rating and more coins and more points with just a little money, which is brilliant. But boy, does it kill your groove.
Yep, it's a little jarring.
There's such an interesting social PvP opportunity that's not there.
Playing against someone in Beatstar is fun. I would argue it's more fun than just playing solo. The caveat with that is that they don't right now make it easy for you to challenge your friends to play or to play with them. You have to play someone with a higher score. There's no easy feature. These devs are really smart, and a lot of things that when Amy and I first started playing, we wanted to see in the game has happened. So my guess is that there'll probably be some fun way to play socially, player versus player soon, I hope. But yeah, right now I'm craving that. I got a little taste of it, but not enough that I could play as much as I wanted with that feature.
There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this Mastery Path Teardown. If you want to find out about how you can build Mastery Path Teardowns, check out that video right here. And we'll be sharing more teardowns over the coming weeks, so make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. Let's get smarter together. I'll see you next week.